Hi beautiful souls, welcome. Today we're going to explore a powerful topic, one that all of us experience, often daily, yet so few of us truly understand or know how to transform. The theme of today's journey is fight or flight out of sight. You might be wondering what that means. The phrase points to the hidden ways our nervous system runs the show when we're stressed, anxious, or overwhelmed. Those moments when we go into survival mode without even realizing it. The idea is simple but profound. The fight or flight response is often invisible until it's already in control. It's out of sight, yet it shapes everything: our mood, our relationships, our decisions, even our health. But what if I told you that you can bring that automatic reaction back into your awareness and calm it? What if you could actually make fight or flight fade away, not by denying it, but by understanding and transforming it? Today, we're going to talk about calming your own nerves, activating peace in your body, and awakening the beautiful, healing intelligence within you. We'll dive into the science of the vagus nerve, explore how to tone it through simple practices like humming, breathwork, and movement, and discover real, science-backed evidence that shows how keeping your vagus nerve healthy improves your mind, body, and emotional well-being. We'll also weave in stories of real people who mastered calm in the face of chaos, like the compassionate doctor from Into the Magic Shop, the transformative teachings of Joe Dispenza, and the uplifting insights of Louise Hay and Wayne Dyer. I'll share wisdom from neuroscientist Emily McDonald, and a magical story from Chicken Soup for the Soul that will remind you just how powerful your inner calm truly is. Because this journey isn't just about science, it's about the meeting place between science, magic, and miracles. So take a deep breath, relax your shoulders, and let's begin this exploration together. First, let's recognize what happens when you go into fight or flight. This ancient biological response evolved to keep us alive when danger appeared. If a tiger leapt from the bushes, your body needed to react instantly: heart racing, pupils dilating, muscles tightening, adrenaline flooding. It's an incredible system, designed to help us survive. The challenge is that in modern life, tigers don't come at us in the wild. Instead, they come in the form of deadlines, bills, arguments, social pressure, or the constant buzz of technology. The body doesn't know the difference, it still reacts the same way. When you're in fight or flight, your heart pounds, your breath becomes shallow, your muscles tighten, and your thoughts race. You might feel shaky, angry, or panicky. Your mind leaps to worst-case scenarios. And here's something fascinating. While you're in that state, the logical, creative part of your brain, the prefrontal cortex, literally starts to shut down. As neuroscientist Emily McDonald explains, when you're chronically stressed and in fight or flight, it becomes way harder to rewire your brain. The prefrontal cortex, the logical part of your brain responsible for decision-making and focus, begins to shut down. That means you're no longer responding, you're reacting. You've become the passenger instead of the pilot. The truth is, we can't eliminate the fight or flight response entirely, and we don't need to. It's there for a reason. What we can do is learn to regulate it, to notice it, to bring it into sight. Once you can see it, you can soothe it. And this is where the magic begins, because your body already has the wiring to calm itself. The key player in that system is something called the vagus nerve. The vagus nerve is like the body's own calming cable. It's the 10th cranial nerve, the longest nerve in the body, stretching from the brainstem down into your heart, lungs, and digestive system. It's the main highway of the parasympathetic nervous system, the system responsible for rest, digestion, repair, and recovery. When your vagus nerve is healthy and active, you can return to calm faster after stress. You become more resilient, more emotionally balanced, and more connected. Scientists call this high vagal tone. It's measurable through something called heart rate variability, and research shows that high vagal tone is linked to lower anxiety, stronger immunity, better digestion, and even greater emotional intelligence. The incredible part is, you can tone the vagus nerve. You can literally train your body to access calm faster. humming, chanting, deep breathing, singing, gentle exercise, even laughter, all of these stimulate the vagus nerve. When you hum, for example, the vibration travels through your throat and chest, activating the nerve and sending a signal of safety to your brain. One review explains that vocalizations like humming or chanting create vibratory stimulation of the auricular branch of the vagus nerve, shifting your body toward relaxation. In other words, humming tells your body, it's safe to calm down. As neuroscientist Emily McDonald beautifully puts it, they've actually found that your sense of intuition is stronger when your vagus nerve is more toned. And of course, the nervous system is more regulated, you feel more in that rest and digest state of safety. So when you strengthen your vagus nerve, you don't just calm your body, you sharpen your intuition, creativity, and compassion. Let's explore how to do that in a simple, practical way. Let's start with something you can try right now, humming. Take a slow inhale through your nose for about 4 seconds, then exhale with a soft hum. Hum. Feel the vibration in your throat and chest. Let the sound linger for 6 or 7 seconds. Then repeat it 2 or 3 times. Notice what happens. Your breath slows, your shoulders drop, your heartbeat steadies. That's your vagus nerve in action. You can also try slow, deep breathing, especially with an extended exhale. Because the vagus nerve becomes active during exhalation, breathing out longer than you breathe in helps signal safety. For example, inhale for 4 seconds, hold for 1 or 2, and exhale for 6 to 8. Do that for several rounds, and feel how your body begins to shift. Movement also matters. Gentle exercise, walking, stretching, dancing, even yoga all support vagal tone. Movement integrates the mind and body and helps you release the stress energy stored within. Remember, fight or flight creates tension so you can run or fight, but when the stressor isn't physical, that energy gets trapped. Moving helps release it. Another way to calm your nerves is to create what I call a safe state. Your nervous system needs to feel safe to regulate. That can mean a calm environment, soothing sounds, gentle lighting, or the simple act of putting your hand on your chest and saying, I am safe. It may sound small, but your body listens. The more you send safety cues to your nervous system, the more it learns to return there naturally. This principle is beautifully illustrated in the story of Dr. James Doty, the neurosurgeon who rode into the magic shop. As a young boy, James stumbled into a small magic shop in the dusty town of Lancaster, California, hoping to learn card tricks. Instead, he met a woman named Ruth, who offered him something far more profound, the magic of the mind and the heart. She taught him how to use his breath to calm his body, how to quiet the chaos of his thoughts, and how to open his heart to compassion. Ruth's lessons were simple but life-changing. She showed him that when you slow your breath, your heart follows. When your heart slows, your mind clears. And when your mind clears, you can see, not through fear, but through love. Years later, as Dr. Doty stood in the operating room, scalpel in hand, heart pounding before a delicate brain surgery, those teachings came rushing back. He paused for just a moment, closed his eyes behind his mask, and took a deep breath, in through the nose, out through the heart. The sterile hum of machines faded. His pulse slowed. His hands steadied. The same breathwork Ruth had taught him as a boy now allowed him to calm his nervous system in one of the most high-stress environments imaginable. He realized that the greatest magic Ruth had ever given him wasn't illusion, it was awareness. The ability to use his breath to access calm, compassion, and clarity, even when a human life rested in his hands. As Dr. Doty later wrote, when our brain changes, we change. That is a truth proven by science. But an even greater truth is that when our heart changes, everything changes. His story reminds us that calm isn't about control, it's about connection, to breath, to heart, to presence. You see, calm isn't just mental, it's physiological. When you align your heart and your nervous system, you access coherence, a measurable state where your heart rhythm, breathing, and brainwaves synchronize. This state has been shown to boost intuition, resilience, and overall well-being. Joe Dispenza, a neuroscientist and teacher of mind-body healing, talks about this often. He explains how our thoughts and emotions affect our biology. When we think fearful thoughts, our body releases stress hormones and enters fight or flight. But when we choose calm, gratitude, or love, the chemistry changes. We produce hormones that heal, repair, and regenerate. Dispenza often says, when you change your energy, you change your life. It's not just a metaphor, it's neurochemistry. This echoes the wisdom of Louise Hay, who famously said, "I now create a stress-free world for myself." She taught that the thoughts we think and the words we speak become our experiences. When we affirm peace, our body begins to believe it. Wayne Dyer added to that, "Miracles come in moments, be ready and willing." What both of them understood, and what modern neuroscience confirms, is that when we regulate our inner world, the outer world shifts to meet us there. In Chicken Soup for the Soul, there's a story about an 11-year-old girl named Angela. She was told she might never walk again after a severe accident. Lying in her hospital bed, she began to visualize herself walking, feeling it, seeing it, believing it. Then one day, as an earthquake shook the hospital, her bed began to move. In her mind, she thought, "I did it. I moved." That belief sparked something profound in her nervous system, and eventually, she did walk again. Her story reminds us that when the body feels safe, when the mind believes, the impossible becomes possible. Now, let's return to the science. The vagus nerve has been the subject of hundreds of studies. Researchers have found that higher vagal tone correlates with lower inflammation, improved heart health, and greater emotional stability. One study using microelectrode recordings showed that stimulating the vagus nerve activates specific fibers that regulate both the brain and internal organs. Another review found that practices like humming, chanting, Om, and diaphragmatic breathing significantly increase parasympathetic activity, meaning they calm the nervous system. So every time you hum, breathe deeply, or meditate, you're not just relaxing, you're reshaping your biology. So, how do we bring all of this together in daily life? Let's create a simple formula. Step 1. Awareness. Notice when you're in fight or flight. Catch the signs early: tight chest, fast thoughts, irritability. Step 2. Pause and breathe. A few long exhales can interrupt the stress loop. Step 3. Hum, sing, or speak softly. These vibrations tell your vagus nerve that you're safe. Step 4. Move your body, shake, walk, stretch, dance. Let the energy flow. Step 5. Open your heart. Bring in gratitude, compassion, or even a simple memory of love. These emotions literally change your brain chemistry. And step 6. Repeat daily. Nervous system training is like muscle training, consistency rewires you. Emily McDonald reminds us, if you're chronically stressed, it becomes way harder to rewire your brain and create a new reality. So the path forward isn't more stress, more striving, it's regulation. Calm is not the absence of motion, it's motion with awareness. Let me guide you through a short calming script you can use whenever you need to reset. Take a breath. Say quietly in your mind, I'm noticing my body. My heart is racing. My breath is fast. This is my nervous system trying to protect me, and I choose to send it a new message. I am safe. I inhale slowly for 4 counts. I hold for 1. I exhale with a soft hum for 7 counts, hum. Again. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Each hum softens my heart, my mind, my body. My vagus nerve is listening. It's vibrating gently, sending peace through my system. My heart slows. My breath deepens. My mind clears. I am calm, connected, and present. You can do this anywhere, in your car, in the shower, before bed, even during a stressful meeting. Over time, your body will remember. The vagus nerve learns through repetition, and soon, calm will become your default. Here's the most magical part. When you regulate your nervous system, you open yourself to miracles. Science calls it coherence, flow, or neuroplasticity. Spiritual teachers call it alignment, grace, or divine connection. But it's the same thing, the merging of science and spirit. When your body is calm, your brain can rewire, your heart can open, and your life can transform. Wayne Dyer said, "I am realistic, I expect miracles." Louise Hay said, "Every thought we think is creating our future." Dr. Doty showed that when we combine heart and mind, miracles become measurable. Joe Dispenza teaches that when you change your energy, you change your destiny. And neuroscientist Emily McDonald reminds us that calm isn't a luxury, it's the foundation for rewiring your brain and unlocking your intuition. So, my beautiful soul, take this as your reminder. You are not at the mercy of fight or flight. You are not your stress. You are the awareness behind it. You are the calm observer who can bring the storm to stillness. Every breath, every hum, every act of awareness tones your vagus nerve, rebalances your body, and opens you to both science and magic. When your nervous system feels safe, your mind becomes creative, your heart becomes generous, and your body becomes a vessel for healing. You become magnetic to peace, to possibility, to miracles. This is how fight or flight goes, out of sight. It doesn't disappear, it transforms. It becomes wisdom, energy, and strength. So next time you feel the rush of anxiety, remember, it's just your body trying to protect you. Thank it. Breathe with it. Hum softly. Let the vibration remind you that you are safe. And as your vagus nerve hums back in harmony, feel the calm rise like a wave through your body. That's your magic. That's your power. That's the miracle of being human. Thank you, beautiful souls, for joining me on this journey through science, spirit, and the nervous system. If this video helped you feel calmer or more connected to yourself, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps more people find this message. And if you haven't yet, be sure to subscribe and click the notification bell so you'll know when I post new videos about healing, neuroscience, and the magic of being human. Until next time, take a deep breath, trust your calm, and keep your magic in sight. I love you, and I'll see you in the next video.